March 26, 2026. I flew from Colombo to Delhi. After arriving at the airport, I took an Uber to my hostel, Bloom Rooms at New Delhi railway station. The location was very convenient, just a 10-minute walk from the railway station where I planned to catch an early train to Agra. I had booked my 6 a.m. train via 12 Go. When I arrived at Agra Kant station, I took another Uber, this time to Agra Fort, since it was closer than my hotel. At the fort, a man approached me offering his tour guide services. He also insisted on taking care of my luggage, claiming that the locker room inside wouldn't accept large bags, only small ones. The locker attendant seemed to agree. When I asked for the price, he said 1,500 Indian rupees. I declined, but he kept following and pressuring me despite my repeated refusals. To get away, I walked around outside the fort to take some videos, but he continued bothering me. Eventually, I told him I wouldn't even go inside anymore because I had my luggage. That finally made him stop and leave. Just as I was about to go, the locker attendant called me back and said I could actually store my luggage there after all. I got the impression he simply didn't want to contradict the pushy guide earlier. After visiting Agra Fort, I headed to my accommodation, the Hosteler Agra, and I highly recommend it. The place was clean, spacious, and comfortable. Since I arrived before check in time, I went out for lunch and coffee. I found a cafe with a rooftop view overlooking the Taj Mahal. The coffee and chocolate croissant were both excellent. The next day, I left the hotel at 5 a.m. to line up for the Taj Mahal. I had read that arriving early helps you avoid both the crowds and the intense heat, and that advice was spot on. I wasn't able to buy a ticket online the day before because the morning slots were marked as sold out. Still, I decided to try my luck in person, and it worked. I was able to buy a ticket on site. It seems like the sold out notice may have applied only to online bookings. They started letting visitors in just before 6 a.m. I explored the Taj Mahal and left before 9 a.m., then returned to my hotel to check out. Since trains back to Delhi were fully booked, I took a bus instead, and it turned out to be a pretty awful ride. I arrived at my hotel in Delhi, the Hosteler Delhi, at around 6 p.m. After checking in, I went out to grab some food. I saw a vendor cooking samosas on the street and bought one. Then I thought, why stop there? If I'm trying street food, I might as well go all in. So I also got some chicken biryani and took everything back to my room. And yes, I'm still alive today.